I'm James Quirk, reporting for Inkish TV from LabelExpo Americas. We're at the Lemu Group stand and talking to Andre Beaudoin, who is the Director of Sales and Marketing for North America for Lemu Group. Andre, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you.
We're very interested in this project between Martin, the automatic, ETI converting, and Lemu Group. Could you tell us a little bit about Lemu's role in it, and what is the technology that you're supplying to this very interesting line?
No, it's a powerful alliance, and we're glad to be a part of it. We basically have joined forces with Martin Automatic and ETI. We are the finishing end of the business. Basically, we're accepting pre-converted web. It's being converted up on the ETI system and basically being finished here, rewound, basically put in a box and palletized. It's the automation. It's basically the coming trend and where the industry is headed. Just because of any number of reasons, can't find people, but you still have to get the work out. We joined this dynamic group. We saw the three of us as world-class OEMs coming together with we have common business practices, we have a common business model, and we have a common focus, that being the customer and the customer's ultimate satisfaction. The three of us coming together formulate a triad that gives the customer one throat to choke, but we are here for customized solutions for his or her need.
What do you see as the main benefits to a label printer who installs this equipment? Is the automation side of it a crucial advantage? What are the other advantages that it would bring?
Well, by automation, by employing automation, the converter is able to run much faster. There is no human factor, no human involvement, which tends to slow the process down because you have multiple people touching the product. The operator usually has to slow the line speed down. By removing that and displacing them elsewhere in the factory or in the converting plant, the line speeds go up, ultimately production goes up. Obviously, robots do not require lunch breaks. They don't need bio breaks. Consequently, the daily yield, weekly yield going out the door, we've seen increases of 30 to 50% easily. So again, we're partnered with world-class suppliers. I think we are one. And again, coming together to provide customized solutions for the converter on the other side of the equation.
You have an extensive experience and background in the industry. Can you tell us a little bit about that, and then how you began to work with Lemu Group, and when was that?
Sure. Actually, I grew up in this industry. My dad was in it for 40 years on his own with a company called Webtron, who is no longer in business, but they were a preeminent press builder. So I guess, like the shoemaker's son, I just fell into it and have stayed in. I've been out of the label industry a couple of times just because I felt it was getting a little too cluttered with redundancy. I was running a division at Xerox up until about 4 years ago. And when somebody contacted me about their working with Lemu and they're wanting to get into the North American marketplace, but they didn't know anybody to contact or how to go about that, this gentleman highly recommended me because I had done it for his company years before. And but I checked out the company. What I saw was something that the industry sorely needed, and finally somebody was addressing that. Everybody's looking for a customized solution in one way or the other to fit their need. So you just cannot substantiate yourself in building Chevrolets. You can have anything you want, any color, but it's going to be the same. Everybody wants differentiation. They're going to want a conveyor that does something different than the next guy. We're about projects. We're driven by projects. Every customer is a project. And while there are similarities, there are usually inherent differences. And with the automation part of this, I saw Lemu as clearly a beacon of light. They are not interested in being a Me Too product. They are clearly a technological leader. And we address people's issues. It's not a Band-Aid, it's a permanent fix. The other philosophy that I enjoy, and it's very synergistic with ETI and with Martin Automatic, is that we never quit on the customer. Once you buy it, you never get rid of us. And there have been situations where we will throw bodies and money at it, but we will never leave your side until it's right. But that only constitutes for a very long and prosperous relationship between we and the customer. And that's kind of what drew me back to this.
What has been the response from the North American markets to Lemu's technology since you set up the operation here?
Massive, massive. The good news was, I believe it was about 4.5 years ago. They were here 6 years ago. Didn't really know much about it. Go 2 years ahead, they came back to this show, and I was a part of that. And I had done a lot of advertising through yourselves and other publications to get them up and running and known in the industry. And once we exposed what we were offering, the entire foray of what we were offering and how we were doing it, and I was talking to many people who I had known for many years, well over 25 years, the response was amazing. And we have not stopped. And by my estimation, in the last 4.5 years, we have grown from roughly a $10 million company to about a $70 million company, starting at 25 people and now up to about 225 people. So and North America itself now represents about roughly 55% of Lemu's total revenue.
That's been a huge explosion of business then in such a short space of time.
The acceptance has been amazing.
Fantastic.
Again, so in likening ourselves, partnering with ETI and obviously Martin Automatic, who our customers are buying anyway, it just seemed like the right thing to do and come together to offer solutions. One throat to choke, one-stop shopping. What do you need? Not what, this is what we have to give you.
Perfect. Well, Andre, thank you so much for your time, and we hope you have a great rest of the show.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Take care.